Hi my friends, I am Tara and I'm back with a video. It's been a little while, but I was inspired today to let you in on a little bit of a hack, a little bit of a secret in terms of your external colours. So a lot of my clients coast through choosing their internal colours. They know what they like, what they don't like, but when it comes to external colours, bricks, roofing, that kind of thing, they are totally overwhelmed. And I sound a little bit funny, I think, to them at the start when I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Like, no need to get overwhelmed, it will be okay. So I wanted to spread the love today. It is Valentine's Day, and I wanted to let you know my one hack in terms of picking your external colours. Bit of a secret weapon. So what I like to do is start from the biggest material and work our way down to the smallest material. So imagine you've got your house that you're building and you've got bricks, render, cladding, roofing, window frames, driveway, all of that fun stuff. You want to start with the biggest material and work your way down. So before we get started, I wanted to let you in on a little freebie. I've created a checklist for you, so that will help you list everything from start to finish that you'll need to pick generally, and you'll be able to fill that in as you go along. So you can follow the format instead of watching the video. So that'll be in the description box or wherever you're watching this. So the first thing is to start off with the biggest item of the house. So imagine you're looking at the house, typically the facade, and figure out what is taking up the most amount of space. Most of the time it's going to be bricks. So I like to start off with the bricks first. That could be cladding for your house, but definitely start off with the biggest feature first. Bricks, there are so many options that you can pick from, which is great and a little bit scary, but I would recommend going into your brick supplier showroom, and you can see the bricks actually made up on the wall. You can see them in a larger scale, which is going to make it so much more easier to visualize. But it helps if you have an understanding of if you like light bricks or dark bricks, because you could really go, in between with like a mid-grade. You could go super light and do white, which is obviously really popular in more tropical areas. Black, classic. Can't really go wrong with black. A little bit more daring for some other people. But black is a bit of a showstopper, and then that will create the base for your entire colour scheme, okay? The next step, I would do the roof. So the roofing is totally up to you. You can choose ColourBond, metal roofing, you can choose roof tiles, concrete roof tiles, terracotta roof tiles. There are so many benefits, I suppose, pros and cons to all of them, which I can run through in another video if you like. I do love roofing, which is weird, but say you choose ColourBond, there's a whole range of colours, right? One thing to be aware of is where your biggest material is, it will meet your roof. So your bricks, say they're black, and then you've got your roof there. Depending on the look you want to go for, maybe you don't want to do black roof as well. Maybe you want to add a bit of contrast. So have a play around with your roof colours next, see what's going to look good. Your roofing does take up about 30% of your facade, so don't discount the colour of your roof. Then what we want to do next is focus on feature colours. So depending on your house, you might have render, you might have cladding. This is where your paint colours will come in, and your painter will be waiting for you to tell them what to do. I would say pick a paint supply that you like. So Taubmans is my go-to. There are so many colours that you can pick from with Taubmans and Dulux and Wattle. Don't get overwhelmed when you're picking your colours. One easy trick to do is to get those made up books, so you can have a look of the colour on an actual house to help you visualise it. What you also want to do at this stage is pick your garage door colour. Your garage door most of the time is some sort of ColourBond colour, and you can pick the style to go with it. But if you want something a bit different, this is where you can pick a timber look, you can do real timber, you can do metal look timber, depends how much maintenance you want to keep up with. but this is really your feature colours for the facade. So I would do this next and make sure they all tie in together, make sure they've all got cool undertones or warm undertones, and they've got a fair bit of contrast between the two. We don't want anything to be too blended. We want to create that interest. And then lastly, we can move on to the smaller details. So this is things like your window frames, your letterbox, your gutters, your fascia, downpipes, driveway even. That's really kind of the finishing touches. So by this stage, it's very easy to finalize those colours. Yeah, just take my advice, my checklist, go from the biggest item to the smallest item, and you'll be super surprised on how easy it comes together. You can add in little details like timber, plants, that kind of thing to really pop the facade as well. But I hope that helps you today and makes you a little bit less overwhelmed with picking your external colours. Side note, there are really good visualisers out there as well. So your brick supplier probably has a visualiser. Your roofing supplier probably has a visualiser. So utilise those tools as well as you're going through the process. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.